Hey y'all. I know y'all like what? No music? No music, Jamila? Nope. No music. I won't be here before a couple of minutes because I respect y'all time. Um but I am in the middle of editing a podcast, which, oh my God, I got to remove stuff from my phone. I got to make space for it because it ended up being 55 minutes. And I know, hey sis, how are you? I have got to sage. I do. I've got to get some smoke going in here, like right now. And I've got some copal and dragon's blood backflow incense cones coming. I've got some pine. I think it's resin. It says rosin, some kind of Georgia pine rosin or something. I've got some copal coming, some dragon's blood resin. Oh, I can't wait until all of that stuff gets here. But I've got some very valuable info. In fact, in a little bit here, I'm going to record a video because I finally got um, my um, fiery wall, my alchemical fiery wall of protections up on the website. Okay, so that right there is up on the website right now. And I am about to go down here and make me some cinnamon raisin bread toast, and I'm gonna put some butter on it, but I'm also gonna bake it with some eggs. And then I'm gonna drizzle maple syrup on top. Yeah. So that's gonna be good. I'm gonna have that as like a pre-dinner snack. We had chili last night. Absolutely delish. Oh my God. And I even put carrots in my chili, which is something that I've never seen done before. And I just decided like, oh, I need some carrots anyway. We need carrots anyway. So and it was absolutely delicious. Put some some cheese, some sour cream. I took a picture of it. I'll post the picture to my community wall somewhere. So we're gonna talk about psychic vampirism quite a bit the next couple of months because the initiative is to shut them down. Shut them down. Shut down psychic vampirism. It's annoying. It's a nuisance. These people need to stop being so codependent anyway. Yeah. So on the Witch's Broom channel, if you guys are not subscribed to it, um, then you want to go over there and subscribe. The interesting part about psychic vampirism is that it is something that if you are not careful and if you are taught this very invaluable, dangerous, and I'm explaining why it's dangerous, very invaluable, dangerous, silly technique for manifestation, um it will lead to problems. It's not gonna work. And I don't, it has nothing to do with witchcraft, but I do go into detail about that as soon as I get this podcast rendered and uploaded to the Witch's Broom channel. So that'll probably be in the next 3 or 4 hours. You don't want to depend on psychic vampirism. You don't. You do not want to depend on that. I know I personally, for one, never have. I never built anything based upon psychic vampirism, even though, yes, I do have a lot of psychic gifts, including telepathy. I manifest the right way, which is with what? Actual, huh? Oh, you made it? You put the eggs on top too? Okay, I'm about to come down there and do that. I'm put eggs on top. Is it already done? Okay, well, we can throw some eggs on top. Like, just take the one off for your brother. And okay. The problem is that so many spiritual people have been taught this, and it's something that you do not want to get involved with. And there's a lot of people that have dealt with psychic vampirism, and they will actually become psychic vampires, and they will lose their identity. Reclaiming your own personal power, your own mind, your own body, your own spirit is not the same as psychic vampirism. Psychic vampirism is stealing, it's thieving, it's taking the life force of another, it's murder. People have died. People die every day because of psychic vampires. So psychic vampires they murder innocent people. I've got the antidote for it. It sucks. It's annoying, especially when it's a whole group of them because you find yourself fighting with a bunch of people. Most of the clients that I have dealt with like it'll start out with like maybe 30 people doing it and it'll dwindle down to 10. And then there will be one or two. And that one or two is in big trouble. It's silly, it's stupid, and I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people here's a big misconception. A lot of people think that Lilith, goddesses like Lilith, are psychic vampires, and no. One manifestation of Lilith is a vampire. This is a supernatural being that drinks blood. They drink blood. Very different from a psychic vampire. A psychic vampire is somebody that is actually using psychic skills and meditation. It's totally different. It's not the same. A psychic vampire is not necessarily a supernatural being. They're not. Having psychic skills doesn't necessarily make you a supernatural being. It's somebody that has wired their own brain, or maybe they have learned from their environment. Typically, people that go the wrong path, that have had a lot of childhood trauma, end up being psychic vampires, which means that they're at the bottom of the totem pole. It's just the reality. And so, here lately, since the dark moon, they've been active. All of them. All of them. A lot of the clients that I have did not feel the rush from them because I've got a lot of my clients covered with their fiery walls of protection. But I swear to God, it's last night I filled my water fountain up with water, and literally within hours the water was dissipated out of it. I was like, really? Really? And we're going to quit calling it vampire. Vampires are actually very, very insulted by being compared to what it is, but that's what everybody knows it as. They're more so like parasites, and people that psychic vampire off of other people have parasites. It's not anything good. It's not like, and stop confusing it for incubacy and succubacy. Stop it. I have many, many, many brothers and cousins spiritually that are incubus, succubus, and they do not compare themselves. In fact, they don't even do the same thing. Yes, no, it's not true. Yes, they can. Some of them may unconsciously do it, but they're still very aware that they're doing it. They're very aware that they're doing it. And they even target people. They are very, some of them do unconsciously. I'd say by the time they reach the age of 35, they already know what it is that they're doing. I go into great detail during that podcast. And then also, I have a video going up. That's all I'm going to be doing in social media today. I'm just waiting for these tea lights to go out, actually. And then I'll record a quick video and upload it. Yeah, they can. They can control it and they can get up off of their lazy selves and do something. The main reason why psychic vampires would rather feed off of others is because to develop yourself spiritually is not the easiest thing. Take it from me, I know. Okay, the past several years, I have experienced energy shifts, which means a shift in reality. Those shifts in reality, when you start having them, they can be kind of uncomfortable. And I'm not even talking about things that can take you off this earth. I'm talking about it's kind of like a different feeling. So, if, for example, if you're a person that is trying to go from one state of being to another and you want to manifest it, sometimes it can make you feel a little shaky when you go from not connecting to source, and when you go to connecting to source, that can be kind of awful. And a lot of you guys that disconnect from psychic vampires, a lot of you guys that when you disconnect from one, when you say, "Oh my God, I've got to cut the cord from this person that I haven't spoken to, but they keep coming into my consciousness and I can sense their effects." It might make you feel a little funky, okay? But it's worth it. It's worth it because you get that person, you get that toxic shit out of your system. So they've been active. I don't know why they've been active. All I know is that you can either choose to have them continue to take from you, or you can fight back because that's what they're doing. They're taking, 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 and they're typically targeting the spiritual community. Spirit is pissed. The Baba Yaga is coming up in my consciousness right now. She's an ancestor of mine, and she's pissed. First of all, for them to psychic vampires typically do not feed off of witches. They know better. They know better than to mess with witches. This is historically. They've only existed probably since around the time of Christ. Okay. I feel like that's when they popped up. They know better. They found out so many times to not do that, but they do feed off of regular folk. They know that the witches can protect the regular folk. So they want to take it further and they want to feed off of witches. And they want to convince us, some of them are even in social media, they want to convince us that they're buying views, and that means that, oh, I got a lot of views on my video, so that means that I'm upper. Like, no, hun, no, there are extremely powerful witches on here that get 5 damn live viewers and they will put somebody in their grave. So views in social media don't mean nothing. It don't have nothing to do with power. This is not the year for them to be doing that stuff. And you know what? I've been manifesting. I haven't had an issue with manifesting. I want to be upfront and clear with that. But that is because I have all kinds of defense set in place for them, to the point where they're not touching my energy. They not touching nothing around me, within my vicinity, within my county, and the county where my children live at. It's ridiculous. It's preposterous. Go get a job or something. I don't fucking know. You know, I was in the workforce for 30 years. I worked for 30 years before I started my company, before I went on my path. It's not even just my company. It's the way I earn a living. I noticed that somebody comes in here and it physically hurts them when I say that I have my own company. Get a life and quit watching me. They always come in the chat, and when I say my own company, because they want to own my company, they want to own it, which, how the hell, really? They always close off. You can see the chat immediately goes down because they're sick. Spirit has a message for them in that podcast, but also a message for those of you that have been afflicted by them. Spirit got a message for them. Okay. And it's a very important message, because if they don't clean it up, if they don't clean it up, now I want to make this perfectly clear that when I see people say that they are practicing vampirism, to me, it's like, no, you're not practicing vampirism. You're reclaiming your power that was taken from you. There is a difference. Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't don't get your identity messed up. And see, it's a lot that they're putting into it. They're trying to reality bend. They are getting ready to be stripped of all of that. All of that. And it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they do, it's still going to be the same result. So I've got that coming up. Make sure y'all sub to the Witch's Broom channel, and make sure that you pay attention to me, because they told you years ago not to listen to me, but that was because they wanted to eat you. They're zombies. They're literally turning into zombies. And that's not good. I feel like Will Smith and I Am Legend, and they're just uh and a lot of the times it's pathological. It's so horrifying, and they cost people a lot of money, because if you've been attacked by a psychic vampire, you not only have to pay for, because sometimes they have witches helping them, some of them are practicing witchcraft and they're trying to curse people. You have to do all kinds of reversals, blocks, defensive magic, protection, and then you also have to do healing and manifestation. Okay. I would rather just do work for my clients that doesn't involve psychic vampirism. Right now, I have 3 active clients that are dealing with psychic vampires right now. It's annoying. I'd rather just do work for the clients, the regular work, not this stupid new age, because it's actually new age, just like religion. Christianity, Catholicism, uh, what's the other one? Jehovah's Witnessing. That those are new age religions. Those are not, though they accuse us of being new age witches. Like, no, we've been around since the beginning, since the dawn of time. The woman was a witch. The man was a witch. Pure magic. Not all this other stuff. I don't know what all this other stuff is. Y'all know how I feel about that. So, and they can't stand people like me that are very, very honest. They don't like me, and I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you like me. Do you think I'm in my feelings? Do you think I'm in my feelings about that? Do you think that I have any fear? I got everybody backing me up. The universe, Satan, Hecate, the Baba Yaga, everybody, Medusa, everybody is backing me up. Everybody, everybody. And I personally, no, well, I was just gonna put the eggs on top of it and put it back in the oven. But I guess that works too, honey. That would have been easier. Oh well. Anyway, you guys, it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. It really is, and they don't know what they're talking about. They don't. They're sick and they need help, and hopefully they'll get some help because that's going to have serious ramifications on them. They're going to have serious ramifications, okay? And it's gotten to the point where spirit is looking at them, and I'm not talking about just a spirit. I'm talking about the hierarchy is looking at them and they are reporting back to me as well as others that these people are staying in meditation sometimes up to 24 hours per day. Okay, come on, honey. Come on, honey. They're not going outside. They're not getting any sunshine. They never leave the house. They're just sitting there all day, 24 hours per day, sometimes in deep meditation trying to feed off of people. Okay, it's like really like it's ridiculous. And many of you guys that are psychic, y'all can feel the pull even before they start pulling on you, which is a good thing. It's almost like when you have the urge to sneeze or cough but you can't. It's like you're sensing it beforehand, and I can tell when they're active because my senses become very, very strong. And I know a lot about vampires. I have fangs. I have fangs, like the two teeth on the sides of my mouth, they're fangs. And we don't feed off of people like that. It's that's not no. So I know a lot about vampires. And that ain't it. Okay? I'm just saying. Nobody wants to listen to me. They're going to find out though. They're going to find out. Okay? And they did a lot um to stop my message, but it doesn't matter because it's going down the way it's going down anyway. It doesn't matter. They can boycott High Priestess Jamila. They can boycott, whatever they want, but it's not gonna matter. It's not because the witches are gonna be the witches are gonna win because witches are not psychic vampires. What the fuck? That's that. What is that? Like what is that? Really? And they're taking everybody's consciousness away from source. Source is the sun. Source is the moon. Source is the stars. It's the sky. It's the trees. It's the fucking dirt. What the fuck are these people doing? They're idiots. And I got candles going over here. I wish I could give y'all a little tour of my candles. My palette typically looks very intense around the dark and the full moon and then the Sabbath. Then we have the Sabbath coming up. This particular, and I don't care because it doesn't matter. People be like, well, don't tell your moves. It's not me that's doing it. What the hell? This is spirit. They're gonna have a rough ride. They're gonna have a very rough psychic vampires are gonna have a rough ride come the Sabbath, which is the 19th. Ostara is not playing that. It's so silly. I got this one candle over here that's just crackling and popping. That means that somebody talking, 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 talking. Listen, I talk less and do more these days. It's great. Yeah, it's stupid because it doesn't matter, because the people that they're trying to steal from are still going to end up with what they are owed and due, and the psychic vampires are going to end up with little to nothing. It's like, so why even go through all this struggle when it's not going to mean anything? Like, and literally we're sitting over here in a bubble. All of my clients are in a bubble, love, like literally, like just like chilling. But I can see them, they're just wilding out, just blah, blah. They're just like, God, would you check yourself into a mental institution? Because the problem with psychic vampirism is that it can drive you crazy. First of all, um there is a difference between doing work that has to be done and just doing things randomly. Because I just recently, I have to do work like that all the time, to where I have to kind of be an invader sometimes, but it's for a purpose. It's for someone else's greater good, or if somebody is being taken advantage of or something like that. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. But like, for example, like, and here's another thing that I see happening a lot in the spiritual community. That's why I back the hell up. Some of these readers out here getting half cocked and channeling other readers. I could literally be in the middle of, I could literally have poison and venom in my aura and doing black magic, and you're just randomly trying to damn channel me, and then you want to get mad because my energy was toxic when you was trying to come into my spirit. Why are you doing that? It just, the spiritual community on YouTube is ridiculous. And who are the people that are guiding and leading the spiritual community? The wrong ones. Just like when it comes to politics, sometimes the leaders, the people that are looked at as leaders are not actually leaders. They're complete idiots. They're psychopaths. They're dumb. They're leading people to destruction. It's stupid. It's this whole year is gonna be bad for them, sis. This whole damn year. And it's not that I care. It's not that I care. It's just, it's so stupid. Why even do it? And what is really irritating to the witches is the fact that they try to mask it with witchcraft. That's not witchcraft, or it might have something to do with religion. Said no witch. Oh, I've got to feed off of somebody and psychic vampire off of them in order to manifest something. Said no witch ever. Now, if a witch wanted to manifest a job, she may do some kind of spell to compel the boss to hire her. That's different. That's very different. She may do, if a witch wanted to win the lotto, she may do some work, or do some divination or something, or do some work to put the odds in her favor. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, and they're like, I'm gonna listen to my stupid leader and not you. Okay, well that's fine then, stupid. And they really be mad, and then they'll get to psychic attacking. Listen, a psychic attack is not witchcraft. Remember when I told y'all that a witch doesn't have to be psychic. It doesn't require for you to be a psychic to be a witch, but there are some witches that are very, very, very psychic and sensitive. I'm one of them. I'm very telepathic. I keep saying, hey, I heard you. I heard what you said. Like, I'm hearing you. Okay, thank you. I'm hearing you when I don't even have to hear you. Go sit down and find something else to do. Well, you ain't running nothing. No, I'm running me. I'm running me. I'm running me. and I'm not running my clients, but I'm doing work for my clients. I run me. I have dominion over me and mine. This is what irritates me. I was up until 7 o'clock this freaking morning. I got sleepy around 4:30. I was up till 7 o'clock this morning. The moment I lit up my anti-vampirism jar, felt so much better, fell right asleep. That's not a coincidence. And I had everything else lit up. You see all this stuff I got lit up over here? And they are a real problem because they're causing us to use too many resources. Resources is what? What is resources? Candles. Look at this. Why I gotta have all this lit up? What's wrong with you? You ain't figured it out yet? This is other stuff I'm doing. Why I gotta have stuff litty like this? This don't even make no damn sense, bro. Well, I'm not gonna listen to you, Jamila, because you had sex and did some things in the bedroom. So you stupid. You stupid. Okay. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be sitting up at the top while you at the bottom. I'm not gonna listen to you, Jamila, because your channel got flagged. I'm not gonna listen to you because there was a conspiracy by stupid idiots against you. It's ridiculous. Look at all the stuff I got litty over here. Look at that. Makes no sense. Makes no sense when it goodness gracious. Anyway, y'all. All right, I'm about to go. I'm about to eat some raisin bread and eggs, raisin cinnamon bread and eggs with some maple syrup on top. So I gotta go. Hopefully, we don't have to have these dramatic conversations anymore and we can focus on other things. They just like, if y'all, you know what I compare some of the psychic vampires to? If y'all watched that show called The Baby, they only had one season of it. I think it was on HBO. It's called The Baby. That's what they remind me of. And see, the thing of it is that when you're dealing with psychic vampires, a lot of the times dairy will help you, milk will help you. But that's why I drink milk every day. I don't know what I think it's the vitamin D in it, or it's just that the fact that it's milk. And they were encouraging people to stop drinking milk and stuff. It's like, no, no, with all this going on, and I'll just be glad when they move on and stop trying to feed off of people. Stop, stop. It's so silly. Anyway, y'all, God, we've been talking about the same thing for 3 years. It's time to move on and just realize that it doesn't even work anyway. Hell, all this feeding they've been doing, you would think that they'd be millionaires by now, but they not. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. I'm about to eat this food. Y'all see my food? Yum, yum, yum. So I'm about to go. Y'all have a good one, okay? Blessings to you guys. And also subscribe to the Witch's Broom channel. If you guys are having issues with psychic vampires, I'm the one to come to. Okay. Because they'll feed off of your head, they'll feed off of your shoulders, they'll be all in your damn ears, your throat, your damn chest. They feed off of your sexual energy. It almost makes you want to just take a poop on a plate and just mail it to them. Like, would you like to have this? Because, yeah. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Blessings. Bye.